Hi guys, good morning. I am here to do another oracle card pull for you all and for myself. I hope you're all having a good week so far. This morning I was led to two decks. The first deck today is going to be Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn. And, oops, sorry. The second one today is going to be The Power of Surrender. And this is by Judith Orloff, MD. And the interesting thing about these cards is that I didn't know this when I decided to use them, but the Sacred Destiny cards look like this on the front. And the Power of Surrender cards look like this on the front. So as you can see, we've got oceans and suns. So maybe that's significant to somebody out there. So anyhow, let's get this ball rolling. We're going to start with the Sacred Destiny cards. This is the crystal that I have on the Sacred Destiny cards. And let me give them a little shuffle and we'll see what we get. All right. So just so you guys know, I'm recording these card readings the day before they're posted. It's just easier. It gives me time to edit them and get the thumbnails and everything ready. And since these kinds of things are timeless, it doesn't really matter, but you'll notice the dates will technically be for the day before. So we got 3 cards from this deck, so we're just going to go ahead and go with that. First, and this deck has a book that we'll read from as well. So the first card to come out, security. The second card to come out, courage. And the third card to come out, pleasure. And we'll come back and read the meanings of those cards once we pull the rest. It sounds like, let's see, security, courage, and pleasure. I'm not really sure what that means just yet. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what the cards have to say. These cards are a little glossy, so they're kind of stickier. So I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Power of Surrender. Hopefully we don't get 3 cards, but, you know, gotta go with what the universe and the powers that be want to tell us. Okay, so we did get 3 cards. I guess that's what happens when you say 3 cards instead of give me 1. I said I don't want 3. So if you saw my reading yesterday, you'll understand that that's kind of silly. This is the crystal that I had on top of the Power of Surrender deck. All right, so the 3 cards we've got here is surrender to complete healing. Oh, interesting. Surrender your fear of intimacy, which is interesting because we did get that pleasure card. Not that it means that kind of pleasure, but and surrender to rest and sleep. All right, let's see what we what kind of explanations we're going to get. I'm kind of interested to see all right, we're going to start with security. The security, these cards don't have numbers on them. So, we won't be going numbers today. All right, security. And again, this is what security card looks like. And it says, firelit cave. In ancient times, our forebears took refuge in caves. It was there that they could seek shelter from the weather and be protected from predators and enemies. The cave offered a safe place to prepare food, sleep, heal, and build community. Caves were also the places where sacred spiritual ceremonies occurred. Evidenced by cave drawings and altars that have been built along ledges, symbolically, caves often represented a secret pathway to the underworld, the divine womb of Mother Earth, and Sacred Heart. Also, caves can be energy portals for shamans and other spiritual explorers. The sacred landscape wants you to know you are safe and protected. No matter what is occurring in your life, you are in safe hands. Those are in the realm of spirit are watching over you. You can relax and let go. Once you've taken measures to protect yourself and those you love, such as making sure everyone has their seatbelt on in the car, making sure your insurance is paid on time, or replacing the filter on your heating unit, then let go. If you have been hypervigilant lately, take a break. Relax. Know that all is well. You can turn it all over to the Creator. So it sounds like kind of going with the theme of the other readings that we've had. It's kind of let it go and let your energy lead the way. Your Creator has your back, and you can give these things over. Instead of worrying about them all the time, you can just surrender them to a higher power and focus on the good. Next, we have courage. Courage says, it's a rocky seashore. The waves crash again and again on the rugged, rocky shore, and yet these ancient rocks face each storm with strength and fortitude. They are strong beyond measure. When the waves are gentle, they stand strong, and when the great storms arrive, they remain strong. They never falter. This card signifies that an enduring, everlasting, passionate courage in the depth of your being is arising. There is nothing you can't confront and face. You are a warrior of the light. The sacred landscape wants you to know. Step forward, throw your shoulders back, and stand up for yourself with passion. Speak up for those less fortunate. Speak up for those less fortunate. Be impeccable in all your actions. This isn't the time to be timid and pull back. Don't be limited by the beliefs of others. Use your passion to make a difference. Courage doesn't mean that you aren't afraid. Fearless means fear less. Acknowledge your fear and take action anyway. Make a stand. You are strong and powerful and have great valor within you. So again, kind of going along with the theme of the other cards we've seen so far this week, it's about not being afraid, taking a chance, giving it over to the universe or whatever power that you believe in, and going for it. Now we get to pleasure. Pleasure. I don't know why that makes me laugh. Again, this is the pleasure card. I love this card, though. So pretty. Pleasure, a luscious meadow. Meadows are usually open, sunny places where flora and fauna thrive and flourish. They are havens, as the trees surrounding the meadow offer protection and shade for the grassy area. Traditionally, they are associated with openness, gentle calm, and relaxation. They are places where the weary traveler can stop and rest to renew his spirit. A meadow is a place where people, as well as animals, gather to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. The sacred landscape wants you to know. Savor your life, each and every part of it. Take pleasure in slowing down and experiencing each of your senses. Taste your food with full gusto. Inhale the scents of the worlds around you. Enjoy the colors and textures of your life. This is truly a stop and smell the roses card. Embrace your sensuality. Move in a languid way. Let pleasure be your password into every intimate part of your life. Allow your life to be less about being productive and more about enjoying each moment with verve. And a radiant energy will flow through you in all directions of life. So again, it's asking you to focus on the good things, the positive things, the little things that make you happy. I actually have a song on my music channel that I wrote called Little Things. And that song is about focusing on the little things in life, the things that make you feel good, and making those super important, because they are super important, because the little things are what make the world go round, right? So, all right, now we'll move on to the next deck again, which is the Power of Surrender cards. So the first card again was, and I might have these out of order from how I showed them, but surrender to complete healing. And this card says, open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. Be open. Open up to letting whatever source you believe in guide you and help you and protect you. They're there. They're there waiting to do that for you. Surrender to rest and sleep. To prevent burnout, slow down. Honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. And that's interesting because we also had pleasure, which talked kind of about that. So yeah, maybe some of you guys are going too hard. And maybe you need to give some stuff over to the universe, as well as take some pressure off of yourself. We talked in our last reading about taking risks and just jumping in. So this kind of makes me feel like you do want to do that, but you also want to make sure that you're allowing yourself time to rejuvenate, quiet time, peaceful time. So yes, jump in with both feet, take a risk, do something you've been waiting to do, but don't push yourself to the point of burnout. And I kind of have that with my podcast channel, that with this channel, that I'm afraid of making it work, because if it becomes work, then I might not want to do it. So I give myself a lot of grace around doing things when I'm compelled to do them, not doing them when I don't feel like it. And I think that keeps my energy positive too, because I'm not constantly forcing myself into making content or doing something when maybe I feel more like I need to chill and rest. And then the last card is fear of intimacy. And I'm not really sure how this plays into the rest of the cards, and maybe this has something to do with one of you out there that needed to hear this, but surrender your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. So I guess what I would say about that in conjunction with the other cards is release the stress or the need or the maybe the need to look for someone to the universe or surrender it in the same way that you're going to surrender other things in your life to the powers that be to bring that person for you. Focus on you, what you need to do for you to be ready, that you're enjoying your life without this other person. Maybe that you focus on these things we need to jump into and take a leap of faith towards and focus on that while letting, the powers that be know that you're ready and that you're open to inviting someone in. And in the meantime, take care of yourself. So, yes, security, courage, pleasure, surrender your fear of intimacy, surrender to rest and sleep, and surrender to complete healing. So basically, surrender because you're protected. You're being encouraged to do the things that bring you joy and offer yourself a time to rest and rejuvenate, but also moving forward in a positive mind space and focusing on the things that make you happy. So I hope you all got something from that and have a great day. Sending love to you all.